Hello, my mathematicians. Are you having a great day, I hope? We are going to get our minds and our bodies warmed up by doing some counting. Are you ready? So let's count up to 20. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Stop. How did you do? Did you do a great job? I'm loving watching you. In fact, let's give you some I'm loving it already. Put your two fingers together. Here we go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. And I'm wondering if we can count backwards from 20. So let's start with 20, and then we're going to count back. Here we go. Ready? Ava's going to help us out. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. How did you do? Awesome. Let's give them some sparkle, shall we? Doodaloo, 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 sparkle. That was so awesome. I was just thinking about yesterday how we had so much fun playing that game. That might be another, that's kind of a fun thing that we could just do anytime we wanted to, which I love it. You know what else I love to do? I love to eat ice cream. Do you like to eat ice cream, Ava? Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story because this last weekend we went and we had some ice cream. And I drew a picture of it because I was going to write about it later. And we said, all right, everybody, we're going to go get ice cream. And we're only going through the drive-thru at Dairy Queen, but it's so good. And so everyone, we told all of our kids, we said, hurry up, get your shoes on, and let's get out the door. And so here's the door right here. And these are my 4 kids as they were running to get up. And the first person in line was my daughter, Allie. And then after that was Joey. And then Zach. And then Sean. Sean couldn't find one of his shoes, so he was the last one. And it made me think about how we've talked about those positional words in math. Do you remember doing that? In fact, I want you, boys and girls, to see, I've got the words here in front. Who is in front of Joey? Look at my picture. Who is in front of Joey? Well, Allie's in front of Joey. Let's see if I can find someone else. Oh, here's one. Next to. Who is next to Sean? Sean starts with an S. So this is Sean. Can you see who is next to Sean? Well, it's my son, Zach. Zach has curly hair. And then, let's see. Who is behind Allie? Who is right behind Allie? That was my son, Joey. He was behind her. Joey's really fast, actually, but Allie can be faster sometimes, especially when it comes to ice cream. Oh, we've got one more positional word, which is between. Who is between Joey and Sean? Who is between Joey and Sean? Do you know? My friends know. Zach. Zach was between Joey and Sean. And I was thinking about how it is fun to line up sometimes, and it almost feels like a race. So yesterday we played a fun game, and today we're going to play a fun game too, and it's called Line Up. So boys and girls, are you ready to hear how you play? Okay. So you're not going to need, you're not making a board like yesterday, but you will need something that I gave you. And that was in your math bag. You had a baggie like this with numbers in it, and they were all mixed up, but there should be 10 in there. So then what we're going to do is we are going to play a game where we have to put, we're going to line these numbers up, just like my kids lined up for that ice cream. So I'm going to put all, and it's important when you start this game that you're going to want all the numbers to kind of face the same direction so you can see them. And these numbers, see how these look the same, kind of? They look like they're both 9s. But this line here, that shows you that it's the bottom of the card, speaking of positional words. So see how I have the bottom of the card here. So this is actually a 6, and this is a 9. And so what we're going to do is we are going to try to line up these cards as fast as we can, and I hope I can see them. So the smallest number that I see here is 0, and you're going to want to do it as fast as you can. So I'm going to go 0, and then I need a 1, and what comes after 1, boys and girls? Tell me. 2, what else? Oh yeah, 3, okay, 4, here comes 4, oh, and 5, I'm going to put 5 there, 6, where's my 7? Oh my gosh, I don't have a 7 in mine. I'm going to make a 7 because I don't see it in my, hopefully you have all the cards. 7 and 8, ooh, and 9 and 10. How'd I do? That's kind of a fun game. So to play again, you're going to want to mix them up because it's kind of fun to have that race. Now, you can race with someone else. So if you have a brother or sister or a grown-up who wants to play, you can make cards for each of you, or you can play against the clock. And have you ever seen those little sand timers before? Sometimes they have them in games, and you turn them over, and they tell you, they count down the time for you. Well, guess what? I know right now you're thinking, Mrs. Doran, you didn't give us a timer in our bag, but do you remember what happened last time? I told you, I've hidden one in the classroom, and I'm about to show you where it is. All right, so do you remember where we went yesterday when we were looking for the spinners? The timer is in the same place. So you're just gonna go ahead and move your mouse down here, and you're gonna click on it, and then you have to look for those sand timers. Now, some of you have probably played games before, so you've seen it before, but do you see down here, there's some white and green? That's called a sand timer, and actually it's kind of neat when you think about it, because if you looked at one in real life, that's sand at the top, and then when you turn it over, little pieces of sand go to the bottom, and it usually takes a certain amount of time. They have all sorts of different timers. This timer that I have set right here is for 3 minutes. You can go up or down, but I'm going to set it for 3 minutes, and that's what I would suggest you start at when you're playing this game. So you can get all your cards up here like this, and make sure they're all laid out for yourself. And you are going to try to beat the timer. So again, what you're going to do is all you have to do to start the timer is you just press play. Now I'm going to make it a 1 minute timer, and I'm going to see how far I can go, just so you can see if I can do it in 1. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play, and I'm going to tell you guys what I'm doing. Okay, I got to find out 0. Oh my gosh. All my cards are so mixed up. What comes after 0, boys and girls? Quick, help me, tell me. Okay, 1, and then what? 2, okay, 2, 3, what comes next? Oh, what comes after 3? 4, okay, 5. What comes after 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Okay, here's 6. Okay, what comes after 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7. I did have a 7 this whole time. I just found it. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there's an 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Did I do it? I did it with 22 seconds left, but I'm going to show you again what that looks like, and then I'll show you what my timer looks like. So it's going to, but depending on where this is, and remember, I'm kind of older, so I don't take quite as long, but as you're working through this and getting those numbers lined up, in fact, this game is called Line Up, you will know that timer will go off, and that will tell you when you're done. And then what you can do is you can check to see if you did it right. So I'm going to show you what I was doing that whole time that timer was working. So while that timer was going, this is what I was doing here. And I told you I found my 7. I don't know why I didn't find it that last time, but here it is. Let's check it and see if it's right. So I've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I was able to put all of those numbers in order. And I kind of had to make 2 rows just so that you could see it, but you could line them all up, you know, wherever it is you're working. And as you're using that timer, so I would start with 3 minutes and see if you can do it in 3 minutes. And then if you can do it in 3 minutes, see if you can do it in 2 minutes, or see if you can do it in 1 minute. Or some of you might have noticed in your blue folders, I gave you more number cards. So you could take some scissors and cut those out, and you could do them up to 20, which would be awesome. Because the more we practice, the more we give our mathematician brains that exercise, the smarter we're going to be. So are you ready to start? I'm so excited. This is a fun one. I think you're going to like it.